Well, a new head coach for the league means a new coach's corner for you guys. I'm so happy to be sitting down with Kelvin Jones, head coach of Crew 2. Thank you for the time welcoming us to your home.
Yeah, absolutely.
This field has seen a lot of winning over the years. I know this is your first season at the helm of this club, but no stranger to the entire franchise. For you, seeing so many guys come through here and make it to the first team, all the way from starting in the academy where you started, how satisfying is that?
It's great. I think for any coach, it's why you get into coaching. It's because of the personal connections that you make with the players. So to be able to see them progress through the academy and fulfill their dreams to get to the first team, it's really rewarding to say that you were part of that journey.
And having started at the U12 level, getting to see some of these guys grow up, how do you feel like Next Pro bridges that gap between the academy and the first team?
Yeah, I think it's a huge part, especially from where this club used to be to where we want to go. Not having Next Pro in the past, I think, kind of slowed down that developmental process a bit. All of our homegrowns prior to recent homegrowns had made their way back to the first team through college. And while they were in the academy, didn't necessarily have that mechanism to really challenge them and to push them once they were above what we thought was the academy level. So for these young guys to get opportunities at Next Pro, for us to see them before we have to make a decision on what their pathway is, it's great for us and a great tool for us to see daily, and then obviously for the first team to hopefully pull them in one day.
Well, once Next Pro was established, you guys wasted absolutely no time. First 2 years of the league, you guys make it to the MLS Next Pro Cup final. Obviously walk away as champions in the inaugural year. As you come in, now taking charge of this club, what kind of pressure do you feel knowing that that's the expectation that's been set?
Yeah, it's for sure a high bar, but where we're at, and even the first 2 years, it wasn't an expectation to win. It was to develop, and I think winning also becomes a byproduct of what you're doing on the field to develop. So there's no pressure to win, as the end goal is, as you saw with Mo and Schulte and Sean and those guys, is to give those guys the opportunity to make their way to the first team. There's a huge shift in terms of the makeup of the group as we've focused a lot on giving the younger academy kids an opportunity, because that's just where we're at as a club and how these players have progressed through. So the end goal is obviously to push these guys into the first team environment and give them opportunities to make the first team, and we are a tool that allows players to do that at a younger age.
Knowing that, and even you kind of mentioning this earlier, that you're not so much focused on the team, you're focused on developing each individual. With that in mind, I guess, what does success mean to you? Or what does it look like this year?
Ultimate success is those guys getting the opportunity to be with the first team or making a first team contract. That's the goal. Will some of those guys make first team contracts this year? We'll see. But you can see the success that is happening here at Next Pro translating to those guys getting opportunities with the first team on a consistent basis. Wilfred and staff are bringing the Next Pro guys into training. Stosh, Gio, Cole, there's been several guys that have been on first team rosters and benches for matches in league play or even Champions Cup. So I would say if you're looking at success and these guys getting opportunities right now, I would say we're right on track.
Well, that success is also translating to the first team. Obviously, the reigning MLS Cup champions for Crew, getting to host All-Star, knowing that there's just so much excitement around the club overall at every level. How would you describe kind of how you feel being a part of it all?
Yeah, humbled, proud. Being here for 7 years, I've seen all of the ups and downs over the last few years at the club. And from the day that I first got here, I always thought that this could be a special place. And the fact that the All-Star game is here, we've got players that are represented in the All-Star games, both in next and the first team. I think it's just a culmination of all the hard work that has gone on behind the scenes over the last few years to put us in a place to continue to grow.
Well, continued success, I am certain they will find. Coach, thank you so much for the time.
Absolutely.
That does it for this edition of Coach's Corner from beautiful, historic Crew Stadium. I'm Michelle Montaine. We'll see you soon.